In this tutorial, we'll explain how to create a BrightAuthor presentation with motion-driven playback control. Let's start by creating a new presentation. Enter the settings that match your particular bright sign and display. We're using BrightAuthor version 3.8 beta, which has a number of significant enhancements and is required for this particular presentation. Under the I/O tab of the presentation settings, set GPIO number 2 as output. This will allow button 2 events to control the sensor directly. All BrightAuthor playlists that use the MD755 must be set to interactive. When finished the presentation setup, you're ready to start adding content. For this tutorial, only 2 playback items are needed: an event handler and the video loop clip. We should mention that media clips like the video loop can't be created or modified within BrightAuthor. To add special effects like those of a seamless loop requires video editing software such as Adobe Creative Suite. When editing your seamless loop, make the last frame identical to the first frame and sequence all frames in between to appear continuous on playback. Also, to improve playback performance and quality, compose your seamless video without audio. Finally, you can always download the example clip used in this tutorial from our website to get through this tutorial. We'll begin by adding the video clip as our first item. Next, add a media handler to the composition. Event handlers act as placeholders that execute other events and commands without using an actual media clip. Edit the event handler to make it the initial home state. After content is added, you can start adding commands that will control the interaction with the motion sensor. Drag a media end event from the bottom of the video clip back to the event handler. This will return the video clip to the initial state when the clip ends. The sensor uses button 0 as its primary trigger, so add this event between the 2 items to trigger the transition when motion is detected. At this point, if you publish the presentation, you should see a blank screen on initial boot until motion triggers the video. To bypass the default 10-second hold time, you can add commands that will reset the sensor. Do this by editing the video clip. Now, under the Advanced tab, add an entry command that'll turn the sensor off, followed by an exit command to turn it back on. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? But by disabling the sensor immediately upon entering the clip, and then re-enabling it when exiting, makes the hold time equal to the clip's duration. Be sure to specify 2 as the GPIO value in the parameter fields for both commands. As a safeguard, edit the event handler and add yet another GPIO on command. This step guarantees the MD755 is enabled upon boot up, should the bright sign controller encounter an unexpected error. Finally, we'll add commands to control motion-driven playback. Once again, edit the event handler to add a video pause command. Event Handler have the unique ability to process commands transparently and without any delay. In this case, it forces playback to instantly freeze on the last frame of the video, even though the clip is technically over. The analogy would be to push the pause button on your remote exactly on the movie's last frame. Our last step is to add a video resume command to button 0. When triggered, playback will resume without any further interruption since the hold time was set equal to the clip duration. Now, publish and test your presentation. If you've used our sample loop, the results should be identical to the introductory preview on our website. To make your presentation even more attractive, you can always combine any motion application with other interactive events such as touchscreen. Be sure to review other MD755 related tutorials at the website shown here.